Monday, y'all. I'm so glad that you've clicked on this video. I've been racking my brain trying to think of ways to connect with you over the book. I know a lot of you have purchased it and you've made my first month far more of a success than I had any right to believe. So I thank you guys. I thank God, because I really didn't expect it to do as well as it did. So thank you so much for showing your support. I cannot thank you enough. With Christmas rapidly approaching, of course, I'm going to do the shameless plug of, hey, Christmas gifts to anybody. If you're looking for a last minute for a mom or even a new mom, I mean, the moms having kids in December, they probably could use something. Feel free to pick up your copy of Gritty Grace of Motherhood. So what I wanted to do today on this Monday is just read just the story portions. And I think it's quite fitting because we could all use, it doesn't matter if you're a mom or not, we could all use more patience. And so I'm going to read just a little bit here. I've posted little blurbs before, and I thought that I'd give you the story that starts the chapter on divine patience. Mom, what you doing? I leaned back and closed my eyes. Taking a deep breath, I fought the urge to lash out at my 3-year-old son in a strangled voice repeated for the umpteenth time in the past 10 minutes. I'm cleaning the kitchen, sweetie. Why? Ah, yes, another favorite. Because it's dirty. Why? Because I made a mess making your food, sweetie. Again, he asked. Why? Because I thought it would be fun. Holding on to the sliver of patience that remained, I ground out, enough questions now. Okay. He bounced off to watch his beloved Paw Patrol. I wiped the counter crumbs into my hand and turned to the sink to dump them down the drain. What you doing, Mom? My 3-year-old asked again. I watched the water swirl down the drain, taking with it the crumbs and my patience. Bud, what does it look like I'm doing? Cleaning. Right. So stop asking and use your eyes. Okay. His head drooped as he walked back to his show. I sighed, and my own head hung in disappointment over my short fuse. When was I ever going to learn? When would I ever figure out this mothering thing? 4 children in, and I still snapped at my innocent kids. Leaning back against the sink, I prayed, Lord, why? You ever have those days? I think every mom has had those days where you just can't seem to get ahead of your own temper, get ahead of the questions, and deal with the inconsistency or consistency of motherhood. And it's in those moments that I really think that we have to lean that much more into God. And I think it's in those everyday, minute, little things that we need God more than even when it's a big thing. Because it's so easy to fall into the trap of just how we feel rather than what God would have us do. I think he understands. I mean, all we have to do is look in the Old Testament to see just how often God was this close to losing his patience. Even in the New Testament, even with Jesus, there were times where it looked like he lost his mind. And yet, he is described as a patient God. And how often do we hear something come out of our mouth and we go, where did that come from? And we lose our patience. In those minute everydays that happen this week, you may be going through something major that requires a lot of patience. And in those times, absolutely lean on God. You need to. But for those of us that are just going through everyday life, where right now everything is just kind of an even playing field, there's nothing catastrophic happening, there's no major disruption in life, it's just the regular standard. Especially at this Christmas time where there's a few disruptions, but there's nothing out of the ordinary. Pray, God, what do I do? And He'll tell you. He'll tell you whether to have grace, to discipline, to let it be. He'll communicate it in His own way. And that will help you build patience as you put your trust in God rather than how you feel. And that's not all that's in there. In fact, that's a little extra. But check out Gritty Grace of Motherhood. And I'm hoping, we'll see what happens, because, motherhood, to every week be posting just a little bit from now until, well, there's 7 chapters, so 7 weeks. So you'll get some after Christmas too. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or any anecdotes. What have been your patient pain points? And I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. If you're in the same area I am, there's a lot of snow, so enjoy the snow. And I hope you guys have a very blessed day. Thank you for watching. Bye.